Welcome to SoundBite, a low-carb, high-protein, bite-sized portion of that which makes America.
Your hosts for this morsel of Americana are Christy and I
and Laura Bynum.
Our first course will be, what else? The Constitution of the United States. We've spent a lot of time over the last few weeks talking about the First Amendment, and now we're going to throw ourselves into the following 9 amendments that comprise the Bill of Rights, and after that, the following 17 that will round out our discussion of the Constitution. Do you know what the Second Amendment is?
It gives the citizens right to bear arms.
No, I don't.
Okay. Which amendment is interpreted to mean that people have the right to bear arms?
Would that be the Second Amendment?
Yes, it would.
The Second Amendment reads as follows. A well-regulated militia, being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. The wording of this amendment has sparked continual debate over whether its writers were referring more to the American citizens' right to bear arms, and what type of arms, or that the country has the right to organize a militia. While ambiguous, it was an obviously important freedom of our founders as it ranked number 2. And do you know which amendment prevents soldiers from taking over your house unless authorized by a wartime mandate?
Oh, no, that's the Third Amendment. I said that was the Second Amendment. So obviously I don't know what the second one is.
No, that's close. Actually, they're similar to the same thing. There's bearing arms is the second, but the third one is having to do with the wartime mandate, where soldiers can take over.
Would that be the Third Amendment?
Why, yes, it would. The Third Amendment says, no soldier shall in time of peace be quartered in any house without the consent of the owner, nor in time of war, but in a manner to be prescribed by law.
Do you know which amendment guarantees the right to not have your house searched without a warrant?
That would be the Fourth Amendment.
The Fourth Amendment?
The Fourth Amendment says the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized.
Laura, I thought I'd just add this because I thought it was kind of neat for the Fourth Amendment. The Fourth Amendment requires the use of a search and arrest warrant from a judge to search either a person or a home. Warrants must be issued by a judge, be issued on the basis of probable cause, and detail what will exactly be searched and where. In addition, the officer who asks for a warrant must take an oath backing up the reasons the warrant is requested. The Supreme Court has ruled that items seized without a warrant cannot be used in court. And that's a constitutional right. And do you know what they mean when people say they're pleading the Fifth?
That means that they don't have to testify against themselves.
Yes, they're using the Fifth Amendment to protect themselves from self-incrimination.
It means that they are asking to not testify because whatever they have to say will accuse themselves.
The Fifth Amendment says no person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime unless on a presentment or indictment of a grand jury, except in cases arising in the land or naval forces or in the militia, when in actual service in time of war or public danger, nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy of life or limb, nor shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself, nor be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall any private property be taken for public use without just compensation. We'll finish up the Bill of Rights next week. In the meantime, we leave you with a little something to cleanse your palate. And do you know which amendment prevents a person from being tried twice for the same crime?
That would also be the Fifth Amendment.
Very good. Thank you.
SoundBite was written and produced by Christy and Laura Bynum. Music by Kevin Elliott.